Hello, guys. It is Friday, October 2nd. You've made it to the end of another week. Congratulations. So let's dive into our tasks for today so you can get started and be off to your weekend soon. So if you click on our task list for today, the first thing that you'll work on is your daily journal, which is number 30. Okay. And here's the question I really am excited to hear your answers to. Since it's finally October, do you like Halloween? Why or why not? So maybe tell you, why do you like the holiday? Why do you not like it? Or tell a little bit about some of your best or worst Halloween memories. I personally love the holiday. I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts. So that's the first thing on your task list. Secondly, you still have a student example essay to consider as a guide. Should you like to use it before you write your own essay once again? And this is still Miss Katie Estrada's work. Next week, I will choose another student's work to use as an excellent example. And last week, we talked about her really good body paragraphs. She had things like evidence, analysis, clear introduction of the text. Today, I want to very briefly talk to you about what made her introduction paragraph so good. So, of course, the intro is the first paragraph in the essay. And introductions can sometimes be difficult because it's hard to know exactly what to write or how to start off your essay in a way that is actually somewhat interesting. So let's look at what Katie did. So I'd like to read the paragraph with you, her intro, and then tell you a little bit about what I think she did well. Times of childhood versus adulthood can be interchangeable for anybody. Sandra Cisneros' 11 and Richard Blanco's Looking for the Gulf Motel show that the experience of growing up can be difficult in many ways. Their stories focus on how Rachel and Richard Blanco's experiences as kids were different, yet had similar outcomes. I think this is a very brief yet sophisticated intro. So let me talk to you about some things I think are good about it. One, I like that she has a sentence that is interesting, kind of like a hook to open the essay. And what makes this a good hook, I think, is that she connects the topics in the story to experiences anybody has had. Like she says, we've all been children and we all will hopefully eventually grow into adults. And that's a topic that anybody can relate to. One way to get your reader interested is to try to open your essay by allowing them to connect to the topics and ideas in your writing and in the stories you're writing about. A second thing I like is that she included the full name of the author and the title of each text that she is referencing, like Sandra Cisneros' 11 and Richard Blanco's Looking for the Gulf Motel. That's a smart move because it lets the reader of your essay know what texts you are going to write about, and it lets them know what they are in case they've never heard of them. Lastly, I think she does a good job of having a statement that describes what she's going to write about. For instance, she closes out her first paragraph saying that the stories focus on how Rachel and Richard's experiences were different yet had similar outcomes. That tells me what the remainder of her essay, her body paragraphs, will be about. So that's a good way to close your introduction, is to have one sentence, some teachers call it a thesis or a claim, that tells exactly what the remainder of your essay will be about. So there are some things about Katie's intro paragraph that are really good. Perhaps you could borrow some of her ideas or try to emulate those things in your own writing. So now let's look at your actual writing task for today. You will be writing about friendship in The Ingredients, the story that you read this week by Jason Reynolds. You actually have three choices, and I want you to write an essay answering one of these three choices. You don't have to choose more than one, but you get to pick which one you'd like to write about. So let's look at your options. Number one says, explain how Jason Reynolds uses dialogue and characters to show the true nature of friendship in The Ingredients. So if you choose this one, you'll talk about how the dialogue or the talking in the story was important and the characters were important to reveal friendship. Number two, explain what Jason Reynolds is trying to show the reader about friendship in The Ingredients. So if you would like to talk about what you think Jason Reynolds is showing us about friendship in the story, you can answer number two. And there's a lot of different things you could say, so I'm excited to see your thoughts if you choose that one. Thirdly, based on what Jason Reynolds shows us in The Ingredients, what makes true friendship? So in this third option, you will take the story and use evidence in the story to connect to a real life question: what makes true friendship? So maybe you'll use the examples and the characters in the story to show what friendship really is. Of course, guys, try to use this structure like Katie did: introduction, two body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Your evidence and answers should come from The Ingredients, part one and part two, whichever part you feel most confident about, hopefully some of both. Do your best. I look forward to reading your writing. You can always email me if you have any questions. Use the class question board. Good luck. Can't wait to see what you do, and I hope you have a great weekend.